There is a particular sort of magic that comes from growing your own food. It is a quiet, patient process, a gentle collaboration with the earth itself. And when it comes to vegetables that offer both beauty and bounty, few can really rival the splendid okra plant. Growing okra at home is not just about cultivating a crop. It is about bringing a touch of the exotic and a wealth of flavor right to your back door. The satisfaction of watching a tiny seed sprout, reach for the sun, and finally produce those distinctive green pods is a reward that store-bought produce simply cannot replicate. Okra, sometimes known affectionately as lady's fingers due to its slender shape, is a flowering plant cherished for its edible green seed pods. This relationship is wonderfully apparent when okra produces its own flowers, large, creamy yellow blossoms with a deep crimson center that are truly a sight to behold. Southern American cuisine, Caribbean cuisine, Indian cuisine. The journey of growing okra is an incredibly rewarding one, especially for those new to gardening. It is a plant that speaks the language of summer, thriving in the warmth and sun that so many of us cherish. And in return, it provides a continuous harvest throughout the warmest months. So let us begin this new chapter together and unlock the simple, profound joy of growing your very own okra. The adventure is just beginning, and a delicious harvest awaits. Before we get our hands properly dirty, it is wise to gather the few essential tools and materials you will need. You do not need a shed brimming with expensive equipment to succeed with okra. Start with a good, sturdy garden trowel. This will be your most trusted companion for digging small holes and transplanting seedlings. A watering can. With a rose attachment, the sprinkler-like nozzle for a gentle shower. Next on our list is a pair of gardening gloves. They protect your hands from blisters, scratches, and general grime. Small pots, seed trays. Start seeds indoors to give them a head start in cooler climates. For the soil itself, a bag of good quality, peat-free, multi-purpose compost will work wonders. Garden canes, stakes. A simple bamboo cane pushed into the soil near each plant provides support. Garden twine, soft ties. Gently secure the main stem to the stake as it grows taller. Finally, the most important material of all, the okra seeds. There are many wonderful varieties to choose from. Clemson Spineless, a classic, very productive with spineless pods. Burgundy, deep red pods that add color to the garden and the plate. Take a moment to read the seed packet. It is a treasure trove of information on planting depth and spacing for the variety you have chosen. Okra is a true sun worshipper. Its origins lie in warm, tropical climates. It has never forgotten its love for the sun. Sunlight is the single most important factor for okra. Find the sunniest spot. Aim for 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. Observe your garden through the day to spot the brightest areas. Avoid shaded areas under trees. Avoid shaded areas near fences. Avoid shaded areas caused by buildings. Shade produces weak, spindly plants with few pods. Sunshine fuels okra growth. Consider the space okra needs to flourish. These are not compact plants. They can grow surprisingly tall, often 4 to 6 feet, sometimes taller. Allow 18-24 inches between plants. Keep rows about 3 feet apart. Soil quality matters. More on that next. For now, focus on drainage. Okra hates wet feet. Test drainage. Dig a hole about a foot deep and fill with water. If it drains within an hour or two, drainage is good. If it stands for many hours, improve drainage, build raised beds. Think about shelter next. Okra loves heat but dislikes strong winds. That foundation delivers a thriving okra patch all summer long. With your sunny spot selected, it is now time to prepare the soil. This is perhaps the most crucial physical task in the entire process. The quality of the soil will directly influence the health and vitality of your okra plants. Begin by clearing the area of any weeds, stones, other debris. Weeds are relentless competitors for water and nutrients. Remove them thoroughly. Use a garden fork to loosen the soil and lift weeds out, roots and all. Once clear, improve the soil's structure and fertility. Okra thrives in soil rich in organic matter. Add multi-purpose compost or add well-rotted manure. Spread a generous layer, 2 inches or 3 inches, over the planting area. You are adding a feast for the soil life that will, in turn, feed your plants. This organic matter feeds soil life and improves structure, helping heavy clay soils drain better. and helping sandy soils retain moisture. Incorporate the organic matter into the soil. Dig in with a garden fork or spade to about 10 inches or 12 inches. Digging in mixes compost with topsoil to create a crumbly, well-aerated environment for roots. After digging, rake the bed smooth and level. You have created a 5-star home for your okra, a foundation upon which a magnificent and productive harvest will be built. The time has come for the most magical part of the process, planting the seeds. This is the moment when all your preparation culminates in an act of faith and creation. Okra seeds are best sown directly into the ground once the soil has warmed up properly and all danger of frost has passed. Okra is a plant of the heat, and it will simply refuse to germinate in cold soil. A good indicator is when the soil temperature consistently reaches around 20 degrees Celsius, or about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. In cooler regions, you can get a head start by sowing seeds indoors in pots about 3 to 4 weeks before your last expected frost date. When you are ready to sow directly into your prepared garden bed, the process is wonderfully simple. Using your finger, make small holes in the soil. Using the end of your trowel, make small holes in the soil. The seed packet will give you precise instructions. A general rule is to plant the seeds about 1 inch deep. Deeper than this, and the tiny seedling may struggle to reach the surface. Any shallower, and it might be washed away or eaten by birds. Place 1 seed into each hole. Place 2 seeds into each hole. Planting 2 gives you a bit of insurance in case one fails to germinate. You can always thin out the weaker seedling later. Spacing is incredibly important, as we discussed earlier. Sow your seeds about 18 inches apart in all directions. It may look like a vast empty space at first. Remember that each of these tiny seeds has the potential to become a large, bushy plant. Once your seeds are in their holes, gently cover them with soil and pat it down lightly with your hand. Use your watering can with the rose attachment to give the area a thorough but gentle soaking. This settles the soil around the seeds and provides the moisture needed to awaken them from their slumber. In a week or 2, you should see the first hopeful green shoots pushing their way up toward the sun. As your okra seedlings emerge and begin to grow, your role shifts from creator to caretaker. Your primary task during these early weeks is to ensure they have a consistent supply of water. Check the soil every day, especially during warm, dry spells. Weeding is a vital, ongoing task. Apply a layer of organic mulch around your plants. As okra plants grow taller, they will need support. Use soft garden twine to loosely tie the stem to the stake. After weeks of patient care, the moment you have been waiting for will arrive: the harvest. The first sign that pods are on their way, those stunning hibiscus-like flowers. Each beautiful bloom lasts for only a day, but shortly after it fades, a tiny okra pod will begin to form in its place. The speed at which these pods grow is truly astonishing, especially in the heat of summer. This is why daily observation is so important during the harvesting period. The key to delicious, tender okra is to harvest it when it is young. The ideal size for most varieties is between 2 and 4 inches long. To check for tenderness, you can gently try to bend the tip of the pod. If it snaps easily, it is perfect. To harvest, you will need a sharp pair of secateurs. Simply hold the pod gently and snip the short stem that connects it to the main stalk of the plant. The most incredible thing about okra is its productivity. Once it starts producing, you will need to harvest every 1 to 2 days. The more you pick, the more the plant will produce. It is a wonderfully generous cycle of giving and receiving. You can step out into your garden just before dinner and gather a handful of fresh, tender pods, knowing they are the result of your own effort and care. This is the culmination of your gardening journey, a tangible, delicious reward. You have earned it.